Hello guys, hope you are fine and taking good care of your health. Welcome to this video. In this video we are discussing a topic that is scalar and vectors of chapter number 2 class 9th. In physics we discuss various quantities such as mass, length, volume, density, speed and force. We divide all these quantities into two parts. Number 1 is scalar and number 2 is vectors. First of all, in chapter number 1 we learn physical quantity. What is a physical quantity? All measurable quantities are called physical quantities. So what is scalar? A physical quantity which can be completely described by its magnitude is called a scalar. What is magnitude? The magnitude of a quantity means its numerical value with a unit. Means the magnitude of a quantity means its numerical value, like 50 kg. In 50 kg the 50 is numerical value. If you are taking a height of any of a boy, that is 5 meter 5.5 feet, then 5.5 is a numerical value. So now we define scalars properly. The definition of scalar is a physical quantity which can be described completely by its magnitude is called scalar. And what is magnitude? Magnitude is a quantity. The magnitude of a quantity means its numerical value. For example, 2.5 kg mean 2.5 is a numerical value and kg is unit. 40 second. In 40 second, 40 is a magnitude and second is a unit. 1.8 meter, 1.8 is a numerical value and meter is a unit. So now we discuss some examples of scalar. Number 1, mass, length, time. All are types of scalar because we need not direction in mass, length and time. We just need its physical its magnitude, means its numerical value, and we completely describe mass, length, time. So these types are examples of scalars. Now we are discussing vector. First of all, we define vectors. A physical quantity which can be described completely by its magnitude and direction is called vectors. Here we discuss some examples of vector. Number 1 is velocity, displacement and force, that we discuss in chapter number 3. Chapter velocity and displacement we discuss in chapter number 2, and force we discuss in chapter number 4. And then when we define these terms, we clear over concepts of vectors. Means we need direction in velocity and displacement and force. That's why these are examples of vectors. So जब हम इनको अगले चैप्टर्स में डिटेल से डिस्कस करेंगे तो आपको पता लगेगा कि इन क्वांटिटीज़ को डिस्क्राइब करने के लिए जस्ट मैग्नीट्यूड की ज़रूरत नहीं होती, साथ डायरेक्शन की भी ज़रूरत होती है. Now we take another example that given in your book. So open your books, page number 33. There you can see there are two tables that are shown in figures A and B. First of all, we consider a figure of table A. Two forces F1, F2 are acting on it, and you can see both forces are in same direction, and both forces have same magnitude, so they move the table from left to right because both forces are in same direction. You can see in figure B there are two forces acting in opposite direction. You can see F1 is acting on the left side and F2 is acting on the right side of table. Because their magnitudes are same and equal, so we cannot move to the table because both forces are acting in a opposite direction. That's why we cannot move the table. So it means in force we need direction. If we are applying force on the right side of table, both forces are in same direction, then we are able to move it from left to right. But if both forces are in opposite direction, F1 is on the left side and F2 is on the right side, we cannot able to move the table because force needed direction. मतलब हम उसको मूव नहीं करवा सकते क्योंकि हमें फोर्स को लगाने के लिए डायरेक्शन की ज़रूरत होती है कि हम फोर्स किस डायरेक्शन में लगा रहे हैं. अगर हम अपोजिट डायरेक्शन में लगा रहे हैं तो वो मूव नहीं करेगी, और अगर हम सेम डायरेक्शन में लगा रहे हैं दोनों फोर्सेस तो हम उसको मूव करवा सकते हैं. नाउ and second, vectors need two things. Number one is magnitude and number two is its direction. Now we come to our next topic, that is representation of vectors. You know that vectors are different from scalars, so we need different methods to show vector from scalars. To differentiate a vector from a scalar quantity, we generally use bold letters to represent vector quantities. We can also represent a vector by putting arrows on it, like a vector and b vector. Graphically, a vector can be represented by a line segment with an arrowhead. So this is our topic, representation of a vector. So I hope you understand it, and next inshallah we discuss our next topic, that is position, distance and displacement. Love is